Hey there everybody, Lynette here. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk to you about calcium water, well, eggshell water. The good old-fashioned way to get your calcium. Now I know all my vegan friends are probably cringing on this fact, but let me tell you something. Eggs, yes, they do come from chickens, and yes, there can be a life form in here. However, if the eggs are not fertilized by a male, they're never going to hatch. There is not going to be any life form to take place without a male, without the rooster involved, okay? Secondly, if you have free-range chickens that are not in confinement, which by the way, I highly suggest and recommend that you do get these from organic chickens, humanely raised, and the ones that I get from, they do not use the chickens for meat. I personally do not eat chicken. I will occasionally eat eggs, so it's either myself to eat the eggs or the snakes or the mongooses or the different varmints out there, because chickens, when they're out in their free-range homeland and they're eating their bugs, chickens eat bugs, chickens eat worms, chickens eat all of the other insects. In fact, they help to keep the mosquitoes away, they help to keep the ticks at bay, so therefore if you have pets, you need to have chickens too to keep all of those critters away from your pets and away from you. But also, they go out and they lay their eggs. We had gardens. They'll lay their eggs in the carrot patch and the potato patch. Any place that they just feel like, oh, I feel an egg coming on, they lay their eggs. So therefore, they pretty much forget where their eggs are and they don't go back to them. Now, most of the time, the chickens do go in their little houses and they lay their eggs in there. But my point is, they're gone. So either the snake or the mongoose or the raccoons are going to get the eggs, or us as humans are going to get the eggs. So there's nothing wrong with getting an egg and harvesting it for the benefit of your health, okay? So there's lots of benefits of eggs, and we'll talk about that in other videos. But today we're talking about calcium water. Did you know that eggs contain 750 to 800 milligrams of calcium? Well, the eggshell does when you mix it in the water and do it as I'm about to tell you. So you want to make sure the eggs are already washed. I've already pre-washed these. And what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 eggs. And this is good to use and save your eggshells, like when you're going to do scrambled eggs or fried eggs or however you want to make your eggs. So what you do, just like you're cooking it, obviously. And then I've already pre-washed them, and yes, it does have the membrane in here, but I'm going to put them in my glass container over here. 4 of them, because you want the membrane left intact. And we'll save these eggs for our amazing breakfast a little bit later on. And I've already started preheating and boiling the water for you in the stainless steel pot, which is very highly recommended to use stainless steel. Avoid all the toxic cookware, because whenever you put the good organic foods into a toxicated cookware, you're just tainting the entire batch. So it's very important, and we'll show you more about this, and we'll explain to you more about the importance of completely changing your lifestyle in our other videos to come. You put purified water in here. Get as pure water as you possibly can. And if you need a little bit of additional help, I do like to use these fulvic acid minerals from Omega Organics. This is a great way to really get those minerals that you need, especially if you have a lot of contaminated water, even though you are using a water purifier. Which, by the way, welcome to Fiji, our amazing Fijian lifestyle. This is the water filtration system that I was able to get here in Fiji until Omega sends me my under the sink water filter. So we're going to put the pot back over here to let it come to a boil a little bit more. So anyway, we'll talk to you more about the toxic cookware, about the fulvic acid minerals and the water purification systems in our other videos. So be sure to hit subscribe so you can be up to date on all the happenings and all the good health tips that I will be bringing you, along with my other half amazing husband, Jonathan. If you have not already seen us with our amazing retreats and outreaches here in Fiji, which we have moved over here to Fiji, I'm super excited. And the Fijian way of life has really taught me a lot. We're over here to teach the Fijians, and we're also over here to learn, but they taught me how to completely live off the land and be more sustainable than what I already was. And so that's the whole mission, for clean food, clean water, and clean air. So we're helping them with their water purification systems, and they're helping us to learn how to live the Fijian lifestyle. So by the way, we have gone pretty much 80, well now we've been about 95% vegan, but I don't recommend that for everyone, no. And if you read my book, Fuel for the Body, you'll understand what I'm talking about and how to avoid all the toxic chemicals and infestations in the world. But anyway, back to the eggshell calcium water. So we have our 4 eggshells in here. So while our water is boiling, you want to crush them up so best way that you can. With a fork, whatever. Just make sure you have a glass container. You can also use mason jars, which is perfectly fine. But you want to crush them up because that way when you pour the boiling water over it, it disperses the calcium everywhere. And did you know that the eggshell calcium is more resembling to our own bones and teeth? Now, there are a lot of calcium supplements out there on the market, but a lot of people are finding that they're not absorbing the calcium. And as we know, we do need lots of vitamin D to help us absorb the calcium better into our bones and teeth. But a lot of people, they are way calcium deficiency. You hear a lot of people that have the bone spurs, of course, we have arthritis and joint pains. But I'll tell you a little bit of an experiment. My friend, her name is Sandy, and she had this problem with a bone spur on her heel, and she had tried every calcium supplement that she thought under the sun, even the coral calcium. Coral calcium is very good. It comes from the sea, and it is from the corals, and so that is a very good way to distribute calcium in your system. However, it was not helping her heal from her joint pain and her bone spur that she had on the bottom of her foot. I said, well, Sandy, why don't let's try what I'm doing in the calcium water, because it disperses through your blood system a lot faster, and it's more pure, and it's more resembling to our own bones and teeth. So she said, I'll try anything. So we tried out the calcium water on her, and she drank it twice a day, and within 1 week she was feeling better. Within 2 weeks she was feeling no pain, and within 4 weeks her bone spur was completely gone, and her joint pain had resided as well. So that is a little bit of a testimony on the calcium water. And again, it has so many health benefits. Not only does it have calcium, but it is also loaded with collagen, which is great for anti-aging. So there you go, another anti-aging factor, the good old eggshells. And it's loaded with magnesium, manganese, and iron. So it's very good and very healing for the body. And so what you can also do with this, a lot of gardeners love it. So once we get finished with this, and if you have too many eggs that you're cooking for somebody, you never let anything go to waste. So we'll always want to use the eggshells for something, because the ground up eggshells, you put them in a blender and you make a powder and you sprinkle them in your garden for the added calcium. So it's very, very good and very nourishing for the soil. So there you go, 2 in 1. And some more benefits of calcium water for all of you nursing mothers out there. It's very, very good to help you replenish your calcium intake. And it's also good for the babies that are nursing, because it helps to build good, strong bones and teeth. So there you go, a very pure form of God's medicine that is healing for the soul and healing for everybody. God's calcium water. Okay, so since I already had this boiling a little bit before we turned it on, it is now ready. And so what you do is you just simply pour it over the eggshells. And like I said, you can do a large mason jar as well. And you pour it there and you let it sit all day long until room temperature. And once it has set and it has cooled down, then you simply get a stainless steel strainer, like so, and you will pour it off into another jar, or you can pour it into your cups. And what I'm going to do is show you some that we already made the other day. Voila, it's done. Now you can pour it off into another jar if you want to, and just disperse the eggs and put them in your blender and use it for your gardens for later. But what you'll do is you will pour it into a cup, as like you want to do like 4 drinks, so that way you can drink 4 drinks a day. And that's all you do. And you set it in the refrigerator. Make sure it stays refrigerated. It will last 4 to 5 days, and then after that it goes rancid, so you should drink all of this. I made enough for 2 of us, for Jonathan and I, so this is a good batch for us to have. And again, it just stays for 4 to 5 days, but that way we both get to drink it. So cheers. You take 2 big drinks 2 to 3 times a day, and that is enough calcium to sustain your body. I do it every day as often as I can. I make the calcium water, good for maintenance, good for prevention of arthritis, good for prevention of bone spurs, and of course it's a great treatment for all of that. And so there you have it, God's medicine cabinet, nature's most perfect wonders. And we'll show you more of this, so be sure again to hit subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll see more amazing health tips coming up. And you'll also see some more amazing videos that we'll be uploading that Jonathan and I have done in our other social media platforms, to let you know how to completely restore and sculpt your body, mind, and spirit with the art of health restoration. So be sure and look at my website at fuelforthebody.net go on and click the tab at the Art of Health Restoration. You'll find out how you can live the lifestyle of the organic guru and completely transform and restore your health the way God intended for it to be, as well as live the happy lifestyle so you can completely retrain your brain, in which Jonathan will help you to understand how the brain works and how you can incorporate a happy, healthy, healing lifestyle forever so that you can teach your children and your grandchildren and your loved ones. So be sure and go over there, click fuelforthebody.net, and if you have not got a copy of Fuel for the Body, I highly encourage you to do so. You can order it from Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com, or just click on my website and we'll have you a signed copy sent to you. So any questions that you may have, be sure and contact us on the contact page and share this message with the world. And always remember, you are awesome, you're amazing, you're beautiful, and you are loved. From me to you. Have a blessed day.